Good evening. I'm Cecilia Herbert. I was on the board with Clint and followed him as president of Catholic Charities. Clint, we all want to thank you for your leadership at Catholic Charities and especially for your foresight in establishing the Loaves and Fishes events. They have been pivotal to supporting the programs and the clients of Catholic Charities. Thank you and congratulations on this well-deserved honor.
Mr. Publisher, the Nowville Gazette, the San Francisco newspaper that so far is rivaling its past and projecting wonderful things for its future. And it all comes from a man who is commanding the philanthropic world of this city, the way in which he and his family, in particular, his wife, are doing so much to make this a fun place and an appropriate place. And the incredible respect that he has for the history. Congratulations, huh? Catholics know that you embraced them long before they embraced you.
Congratulations, Clint, on the Faith in Action Award.
Thank you, Clint, for everything you've done. You've done so much for our students. They've always really appreciated it. We thank you very much.
From Sacred Heart Cathedral.
My name is Michael Baudry, and I've been a Bay Scholar at Sarah for the last 4 years. Bay Scholars helps to provide underprivileged children with a private high school education that they would otherwise not be able to access. Without Bay Scholars and Mr. Riley, I would not be the man standing before you today. Throughout his life, Mr. Riley has lived out the Bay Scholars motto of pay it forward. Even though his upbringing was rough, he chose to use his wealth to give back to his community. Every day, I strive to be able to do the same one day. That's why, next year, I will be attending the University of California, Santa Barbara and majoring in pre-biology to one day, hopefully, pay it forward just like Mr. Riley did for me.
Hi, my name is Kevin Cruz. I am a sophomore at Sacred Heart Cathedral and a proud Bay Scholar. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Riley, for everything. I really love this school, and thank you for supporting me and my family.
Congratulations, Janet and Clint.
Congratulations, Janet and Clint. Thank you, Bay Scholars.
Mr. Riley, congratulations from your Bay Scholars alumni here. I cannot think of anyone else better to receive this award than for you to have it. Thank you again for always treating me with kindness and respect, and you deserve this award 100%. Congratulations again, and I wish you the best.
Hi, Clint. Melinda and I want to congratulate you on your special evening tonight. After 25 years of service to Catholic Charities, this Loaves and Fishes Award is well-deserved. And you know, whether it be Catholic Charities, Bay Scholars, Clinic by the Bay, the countless individuals, issues, and organizations that you and Janet have been involved with over the years and continue to help, these folks are really blessed. And we thank you for that. And we hope you enjoy your special evening.
Clint, congratulations on being honored with this year's Faith in Action Award. Your dedication to the community served by Catholic Charities is most admirable and truly inspirational. I am proud to call you my friend and wish you success in your many future endeavors. Again, congratulations.
Wow, that's amazing. Clint, you have probably touched millions of lives. Do you realize that? Millions. I just find that inspiring. It's an awesome gift and a treasure for all of us. You inspire us. Thank you. Catholic Charities, yeah, all right. Clint. We thrive at Catholic Charities on making positive change for individuals and families, especially those who are most vulnerable in our communities. This evening, we will focus on our life-affirming programs for children that spark their desire to learn, explore, and grow in a complex world. These programs raise youth up out of poverty and transform their lives so that they can enjoy a life of well-being and prosperity. It's an inspiration to see the kids learning, growing, and thriving so that the next generation moves out of poverty and heals and grows. So with that, please see our video here about two of our wonderful programs. Thank you.
My name is Kathy Autumn. I'm the program director for the Catholic Charities Treasure Island Child Development Center, and I have been here for almost 11 years. The center provides services for babies as young as age 3 months up to 5+, right before kindergarten. And our goal is that every single child is able to problem solve before they go to kindergarten and express their emotions. I fell in love with the subsidized care model because I learned that those are the kids that need that extra help. Those are the kids that need somebody crazy about them. Those are the kids that need that push. In their time here, that We are absolutely crazy about each and every one of them. Every single teacher has a relationship with every single child, regardless of what classroom they're in, which means when we transfer kids to other classrooms, there's never adjustment issues. They know all of us. I'd like to instill in a love of learning and this foundation, because they need this foundation to succeed when they get into elementary and beyond. So this is their grounding. This is when their brain is developing. This is when their synapses are firing left and right. This is where they're the most empathetic. They're just open little bundles of unconditional love. And this is their safe space, and this is what I want for them. A lot of our families on the island are minorities, so fortunately my staff mirrors that. I have a very diverse staff also to mirror the population. So our families do feel a part of the center. We're doing social service outreaches with them now because we know them that well. Families are 100% involved. Their needs or their child's needs or their needs are all together in the same unit. So we try to serve the whole family. I want to see them leave here with a love of education more than anything in the world, because that's what's going to get them to succeed. We have classroom assessment scores that have surpassed the Bay Area average. Some of them have surpassed the national average. And I honestly believe what sets us apart is that we really care. Parents are the kids' first teachers. We're the second teachers. Partnering together, we're amazingly strong together.
My name is Erica Navi, and I am the Program Director at Catholic Charities Maureen and Craig Sullivan Youth Center. Maureen and Craig Sullivan Youth Center has been operating for over 12 years now as an out-of-school time program, meaning we are an after-school program throughout the school year, and when the schools are closed and there's holidays, we operate as a full-time programming, offering daily programming from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. for the children to come when school's out. The children that we serve here in our program are elementary school age children, so that would be entering kindergarten up until 6th grade. A lot of the families that we serve, they're severely low income or English language learner families, newcomer families that have just arrived to the United States, who are transitioning in new homes, homeless families. So those are generally the children that fall through the cracks, especially when you come from an English second generation family, English language learners. They don't get that support at home. And once they leave school and they just don't understand their homework, mom and dad can't help them when they get home. Because mom and dad don't read English, mom and dad don't speak English. So those children come to our programs and they get the fundamentals and the tutoring and the help to understand what it is to basically do arithmetic, what it is to write a complete sentence, how to do a science project with our staff. We do a lot of group-based activities. We have our computer lab here in the center, so the kids will they'll design their own PowerPoints to present what their idea was or in the end result and show the kids like how it all came to be. My hope and my dream for all of them is that they succeed, that I'm able to give them the tools for them to continue succeeding in school and not fall through the cracks.
Ladies and gentlemen, everyone, please welcome this evening's actioneer, the fabulous Franco Finn.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, give yourselves a big round of applause. We are here on a Friday night. Look at some familiar faces. Thank you, what a great night, and congratulations, Clint. You are truly an inspiration, and we're going to continue to celebrate you and what you've done. This is 25 awesome years, everybody. Come on, give it a round of applause. 25 awesome years. It doesn't come often for many organizations, but 25 is amazing. And we're going to do something a little special here for you. So, I have the honor and pleasure. I'm going to be doing an auction, of course, and our Fund and Eat a little bit later. But right now, we have a gorgeous rendition of Believe in Yourself by the incomparable Bay Area singer-songwriter. Give it up for Miss Jackie Gage, everybody. And while she sings, we have Revel Artist, who is going to be creating a masterpiece right before our very eyes. This is quite the show. So we're going to enjoy this just a little bit here. So let's take a look. We're going to have some fun and just watch and believe. So let's get this thing going.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are so excited that you are here with us tonight. Surrounded by friends, family, loved ones, to celebrate one of the most beautiful things in our community. The children and neighbors in our life. Now, I believe that together we can make one of the biggest differences in this whole world. And what better way than to share the words of Lena Horne herself? If you believe in your heart, you'll know no one can change the path you must go. Believe what you feel and you ride, because the time will come around when you say it's yours. So believe you can go home. Believe you can go. Believe you can float on air. Click your heels 3 times if you believe. Then I know you'll be there. So believe in yourself right from the start. Believe in the magic right there in your heart. Believe all these things, not because I told you to. No, no. Just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Just as I believe in you.
Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Jackie Gage, everybody. Well, this is a combination here. I know you're probably wondering, you're mesmerized what Revel Artists is doing. And yeah, you might have to tilt your head just a tad. But you know what? Let's find out. It's kind of cool. It's pretty unique. And he's performed everywhere, by the way. And you're wondering, what is going on here? But hey, we wanted to make sure that music and art come together. And this is what we're watching here right now. This is a masterpiece in the works. And so take a look. It's just amazing, right? Let's see. Very unique. And we're going to have some great auction prizes, by the way. So make sure to get those bid paddles up a little bit later. But in the meantime, we got plenty of entertainment here, and we're going to keep this thing going. Pretty spectacular here. I love the song, the We Believe. That is our theme tonight, believing. And that's what Jackie Gage had just done right there, performed that wonderful rendition of We Believe. Okay. And while we wait to see what Revel Artists will bring here for us tonight, We have tonight two women who follow in their parents' footsteps of action, community, care that is so essential to evolving our community. Ladies and gentlemen, as we continue to watch this, please welcome to the stage Jill and Ava Riley. Come on up.
See if I can. Testing. Great. Good evening. It's great to see so many familiar faces here tonight to honor our dad. No matter how you came to know Clint Riley, you know that he's ambitious, hardworking, and passionate. But despite all of his ambitions and workaholic tendencies, our dad will always assert that his proudest accomplishment in life was marrying our mom and starting a family.
As Clint's daughters, Jill and I know our dad in a way that no one else can. We could have easily dedicated this entire speech to our dad's quirks and idiosyncrasies. Just like the fact that he takes his small coffee with 3 Splendas, extra hot or not at all, or that he somehow tracks AM's movie popcorn into our house all the way from AMC Van Ness. He frequents Mel's Drive-In often with our dog, Oliver. He calls his only son. He has a booming singing voice that he only reveals during church and certain comedic bits. He's passionate about philosophy and partial to Heidegger. He's a great storyteller. Some of his best fictional narratives center around nuns robbing banks, to serve the poor, and a tribal leader named Pomo Pete, who he claims to have met at CYO camp.
But in addition to revealing some of our dad's idiosyncrasies, we'd like to take this time to paint a picture of Clint Riley as a mentor and as a role model. The summer after my senior year of high school, my dad decided I would spend a month working at his company before heading off to college. If you know me, and you know my dad, you probably know I put up a fight. And for once, I lost. One of my tasks at the office was to file Bay Scholars applications. For those of you who don't know, Bay Scholars is a scholarship program my parents founded 12 years ago for students hoping to attend Catholic high schools in the Greater Bay Area. I learned in the process that my dad reviews and has the final say on every applicant. As I was filing, I of course snuck a peek at my dad's notes, sorry Caitlin, on the front cover of each app. One of the most memorable applications I picked up was submitted by a boy who had recently lost his father to suicide. As I flipped through the pages, I learned that his parents were immigrants and that he'd suffered a number of unthinkable tragedies over the past few years. Understandably, his middle school grades were consistently low, well below the average for Bay Scholars scholarship recipients. With limited spots available and an abundance of great applications that year, I had to assume that he would be rejected. As I flipped back to the front to file away the app, I caught a glimpse of my dad's handwriting. In red cursive, he had written, "Let's give him a shot." And that's our dad.
So tonight, we honor every shade of Clint Riley, but most importantly, we celebrate his generosity, his compassion, and his commitment to serving others. Thank you, Dad, for teaching us to give back and to see the potential in others. And thank you for making us laugh. We love you, and we're proud daughters tonight.
And with that, we welcome the other half of our parents' dynamic duo, our mom, Janet Riley.
Well, thank you, girls. That was wonderful. Good evening and welcome, everyone. I just want to begin tonight by thanking you so much for being here. I know that it means the world to Clint. And it also means the world to so many people who will benefit from the wonderful programs of Catholic Charities because of your generosity tonight. So we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Tonight you have heard and you will hear some very nice things about Clint Riley, all of them true. Being his wife of 27 years, it is, of course, impossible for me to be objective. But it's also me who gets to see it all, the uncensored, the unedited, the private Clint Riley, in the good times and the bad. And it's from this perspective that I can tell you, I know no one of more deserving of this award than Clint Riley. As parents, we often tell our daughters, it's what you do when no one is watching that really matters. That's what defines character. Character is what defines Clint. Clint's word is his promise, never to be broken. His loyalty is fierce, particularly when it comes to the people he loves. And his ethic of service to community, to country, and to the most vulnerable among us is unwavering. Giving back or philanthropy is not something that Clint does. It's who he is. It's part of his DNA. Learned early on from his parents, who didn't have much to give in terms of money, but opened their hearts and their homes to anyone who came their way. Clint took all of their lessons to heart, and he has instilled them in us. On a recent Father's Day, Clint sent the girls and me an email. The subject line of that email read, "Our family values." The body of the email outlined 11 values he cherishes most in our family. I know there were 11 because he meticulously numbered each one. I'm not going to read them all, but let me give you a sampling. Number 1, we share common values, and the primary value is that the human race is a family, and we gain happiness by using our talents to serve others. Number 2, we actively participate to improve our community, our state, and our planet. Number 3, we forgive one another and ourselves. Yes, we make mistakes, fail sometimes, wound one another, but we forgive and continue to move forward no matter what. And lastly, we are generous with our time and especially with our personal and family money, always striving for a better and more equitable world. Love, Dad. This is the credo that Clint lives by and leads our family with. We love him, we admire him, and we stand with all of you tonight in celebrating him. Congratulations, sweetie. And now to shower him with more well-deserved accolades, please turn your attention to the screen where our dear friends and stellar community leaders, Rita Semmel and Jack Fitzpatrick, have some words for tonight's honoree.
My name is Rita Semmel. I'm a past director of the Jewish Community Relations Council, retired, and I was one of the founders of the San Francisco Interfaith Council and past chair. I want to make the world a better place. We were doing interfaith work, and it was very new and hadn't been done before. Father Boyle was teaching at the seminary, and he used his class to do the work of asking the questions, and Clint was in that class. My impression of him, of a young man who was very caring, very smart, very interested in doing work, good work in the world, and of course his whole career. Recognized early on that he cared about doing good in the world, that it was his ambition to make the world a better place. I admire the fact that he cares about other people, that he is concerned about other people, that he thinks about other people and what their needs and requirements are, and that he had the good sense to marry Janet. He and Janet do such good work all over the place. One of the things that I admire in Clint is his caring for not only his family and his friends, but the whole diverse world, and his desire to make the world a better place. And I like to think I share that latter, making the world a better place, with him. Thanksgiving breakfasts were to bring people together and to celebrate Thanksgiving and all that Thanksgiving stood for and stands for. They were wonderful affairs. We had people from every section of the community, every religion, every faith. For me, they were beautiful memories of so many different people from all over the community, and Clint was a great supporter of that. He, along with the rest of us, knew that it was a wonderful way to bring the community together. It's important for people to get to know each other, to find out what's important and to work to achieve it. The hard part is, how can we ensure that people understand that they're not giving anything up, that they're getting more than they're giving. I didn't do it alone. Nobody does this work alone. We all work together to make it happen. I was lucky enough to be part of it. We need fellow doers. Clint Riley is a fellow doer, as his wonderful wife, Janet. As a couple, they just do wonderful work. Congratulations, Clint. Well deserved.
My name is Jack Fitzpatrick, and I am currently the Executive Director of the Carl Gellert and Celia Berta Gellert Foundation. I served on the board of Catholic Charities for about 12 years, and most of those years were as Treasurer and Chair of the Finance Committee. Well, first, like Clint, I come from a humble background. My father worked multiple jobs. My mother did childcare to provide my sister and I with a solid Catholic education. While they did that, they volunteered in many organizations, and they taught me the value of giving back. And this was reinforced by 8 years of Jesuit education, which taught me the importance of being a person for others. I first met Clint when he joined the Catholic Charities Board, so I knew him through his various roles on the board, and fortunately for me, it turned into a friendship where we have great respect for each other. I admire that he is deeply rooted in his middle-class upbringing, where he learned the values of hard work and giving back. One core value I admire about Clint is his dedication to the poor and marginalized. As successful as he is, he could simply write checks and walk away, but that's not Clint. He wants to see the organization that he and Janet support succeed. When Clint supports an organization like Catholic Charities, he is committed to its success and brings all of his knowledge, time, and resources to bear to make sure the organization moves forward on a sustainable basis. I believe that the major accomplishment we achieved was to put Catholic Charities on the path to sustainability. There were some tough years with the organization when we served, but Clint never gave up on seeing the organization righting the ship, so to speak. And he doesn't have this dedication to serve those in need for his own glory, but rather for their need. Clint, it's truly been an honor to partner with you on so many tasks. Your leadership of Catholic Charities, Bay Scholars, and so many other organizations has provided a better life for those in need. This award is well deserved and a long time coming. But I need to put an asterisk on that statement. Let's not forget the support and teamwork you got from Janet. She is a part of this award. Congratulations and God bless.
Wow, amazing. We're going to take a little pause here before we have our keynote and special guest here tonight. Revel artists, come on back up here. You're probably wondering what this masterpiece is all about. Get your cameras ready because he is about to unveil, as you can see, Janet and Clint Riley right there upside down. And look at that. How amazing. And by the way, he came all the way from Florida, by the way, and escaped literally the hurricanes going on. Flew him in early on Tuesday, and here he is with us tonight. So come on, make some noise for Revel artists. Painting this wonderful piece upside down. And I don't know how you do it, my friend, but you've got some kind of weird vision of sorts that, because I can barely read regular way. So anyways, round of applause one more time. Look at that, how beautiful is that? Clint, Janet, where are you gonna put this? Well, thank you, Revel artists, for coming all the way out here. He's performed literally everywhere for major sports teams, TV shows, and beyond. So thank you again for doing this. I'm gonna turn it back to Janet. Enjoy this nice piece. Back to you, Janet.
Thank you. Boy, where are we going to put that, Clint? To find a space. That's great. Thank you very much. That's very special. And thank you to Rita and Jack for that fantastic video, which really summed up Clint so well. It is now my pleasure to introduce an American icon. Dolores Huerta is one of the most important labor leaders of the 20th century. In 1962, Dolores and Cesar Chavez founded the National Farm Workers Association. Dolores was instrumental in organizing the 1965 Delano grape strike, taking the plight of farm workers directly to consumers. That boycott led to the state's table grape industry signing a 3-year contract with the UFW. Dolores has received numerous awards for her community service and advocacy for workers, immigrants, and women's rights, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom from President Barack Obama. That, of course, is the highest United States honor bestowed upon a civilian. In 2002, Dolores established the Bakersfield-based Dolores Huerta Foundation, and her latest project is the Dolores Huerta Peace and Justice Cultural Center. Please give a warm welcome to the unstoppable Dolores Huerta.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I am so honored to be invited to be with all of you here this evening, especially congratulating Catholic Charities that have been here in existence in the Bay Area, San Francisco, San Mateo, and Marin counties since 1853. Wow. Yeah, that was right after all of this was taken from Mexico, by the way. 1848. Yeah, and we are celebrating Mexican Heritage Month, everybody, okay? That's why I said that. And I guess I mentioned that because we know that we are living in very, very challenging times right now, and when immigration is a very hot topic that we have in the country. And so I do like to remind people, Google a calendar of the United States before 1848. And what do you find? 1/3 of the United States and Mexico, okay? And so I like to say we were here first, okay? We were here first. And by the way, I think that we do want to recognize and give a big applause to Clint Riley's mother, Bess, who is sitting here over there. Let's give her a big applause. And Clint is the oldest of 10 children. And Bess, I do want to tell you that I did you one more because I had 11. But Bess Riley is still ahead of me because she is 97 years old and I'm only 92. But Bess, I don't know what's happening with these younger people. You know, my kids only have 1, 2, or 3 kids, and one of my daughters, Juanita Chavez, she prefers dogs and cats instead. She's not going to have any kids. I don't know what we're going to do about that, okay? But we do have to do something. But I do want to talk about our honoree, Clint Riley, and I want to tell you a story that many of you may not know about him. I had the great privilege and honor of hiring Clint Riley when he was just a young, very young man, because we were doing campaigns here in San Francisco. Shortly after we hired Clint for the United Farm Workers, we sent him off to Arizona. What was going on in Arizona? They had passed a law in Arizona that if a farm worker went on strike, they could go to jail. If anybody said boycott anything, they could also go to jail, okay? So Clint accompanied Cesar Chavez in that whole journey that they had. Many of you know that Cesar did many, many fasts. The second water-only fast that he did was in Phoenix, Arizona. That fast was for 25 days. And to try to overturn that law that they had passed there to make it impossible for farm workers to organize. So the law was signed by the governor. So then what Cesar did, after he ended his 25-day water-only fast, he stayed in Arizona. And Clint Riley was there with Cesar Chavez, okay? Clint Riley was there with Cesar Chavez. I should mention that he wasn't getting paid anything. We know him here as a successful entrepreneur, but he was working, I think, for $10 a week. That was it. And what they did, they started at the Arizona border, and they went to the whole state of Arizona, going to every single county in Arizona, registering people to vote. It was very, very difficult. We all know how Arizona weather is, very, very hot. So often they had to sleep in the car, as I hear. I wasn't there, but we got reports of what they were doing. But he toughed it out there with Cesar. He toughed it out there. And they changed the politics of the state of Arizona after that voter registration drive. They got the first Native American ever elected to the Arizona legislature, the first African American woman elected to the state legislature, and the first Latino to the state senate of the Arizona legislature. That was absolutely a game-changing event. After that registration drive that they did, they got the first Latino governor of the state of Arizona because of that drive that they did. And I do want to mention what Clint Riley did during that campaign, because it was very, very hard. It was very, very difficult. And who knew that this young man who was there, you know, going every single day on this pilgrimage that they did, because it was a pilgrimage, would someday turn out to be one of the most successful entrepreneurs here in San Francisco. Who knew? Who knew? after he did that campaign, and I guess maybe it was a training ground for Clint, because when he came then back to the Bay Area, as we all know, he was very active in many political campaigns here in the Bay Area. So, you know, when we think of that campaign, oh, I do want to mention one more thing about that campaign. A lot of us know about the slogan, "Si se puede." We all know that? Si se puede means yes, we can. Yes, we can. And by the way, when President Obama gave me the Medal of Freedom, he said to me, "I stole your slogan." And I said, "Yes, you did." Well, it was during that campaign in Arizona that that slogan came to life. And it happened because as we were campaigning out there when Caesar was fasting, we were asking people to come every day, to come to the place where Caesar was fasting. We had a mass and a rally every night. And so I was visiting some of the Latino professionals, attorneys, again, business people. And you know what they told me? They said, in California, you can do all these things, but in Arizona, you can. You can't. Arizona, no se puede, which means no, you can't. My response to them was, yes, you can in Arizona. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. That night, that afternoon, then when we went back to our rally and the mass that we had every single night, and I gave people that report, you know, what people were saying, that you can't do it. And everybody jumped up and they started clapping. Sí se puede. And that's where it came. And now it is all over the United States of America. And in fact, in Spain, they have a Sí se puede party. Podemos. So that's how far that went. We know that all of the work that Clint Riley has done, starting there in that campaign with Caesar, doing the work that he has done here in San Francisco, is all aimed at one thing. And as I said, making the world a better place. That is what Clint has done with all of the work. We know that we have so many challenges. And I want to quote something that was just said about Clint. One of his sayings that he said that we are one human family. We are one human family. And I want to talk about this a little bit. I think we're in an era right now where we have an awakening. Things that people never talked about when I was growing up. You know, they were kind of hidden. They were there, but nobody challenged them. Well, today we see that these challenges that we have are finally being brought to light. And I'm going to mention the word racism, okay? I'm going to mention the word racism. Something we have lived with, something that we know comes from slavery. And Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., he said this, racism is an illness, and it's something that has to be cured. Well, I'm going to mention one way that I think that we can cure this, and that is to remember, as Clint said, that we are one human family, okay? And we have to remember this. And I learned this in the 3rd grade. I remember it because I was so thrilled when our teacher told us this, that our human family began in Africa. Our human family began in Africa. As our human family traveled across the planet, they went to the northern areas where it was much colder. People kind of lost the color of their skin, got lighter, got different color eyes, different color hair. But you know what? At the end of the day, they were still Africans. So we can think of ourselves as Africans of different shades and colors, okay? Think about that. And we can say to the neo-Nazis, the white supremacists out there, you know, kind of get over it, you're Africans, all right? It's time. Kind of get over it. And I would like to ask you to do something right now. Take the hand of the person next to you turn to the right and say to them, hello, relative. Turn to the person on the left and say hello, relative, to them. Yes. Yes. As Clint Riley said, our human race is a family, okay? Our human race is a family. And like Clint Riley has done, as Clint Riley has done with his life, we have to do whatever we can to make sure that everybody is protected. Because we know that our human family never would have survived had we not protected each other, because we were the smaller of many of the big mammals that would have had us for lunch, okay? So we have to remember that. So we have an obligation to meet the challenges. And I'm going to use another word right now, not to shock you, but I'm going to use the F word. Fascism. And this is something that our country, we know, is now being confronted with, and something that we all have to fight against. And the way that we do it is the way that Clint showed us when he was out there with Cesar Chavez, when he was doing that, going door to door, starting from the Mexican border, you know, in Yuma, Arizona, all the way to the northern border of Arizona and Flagstaff. And the way that he has been doing it here in San Francisco with so many political campaigns that he was working on. So we have to follow Clint's example, being a canvasser, doing that hard work of talking to people, reminding people, yes, democracy can work, but the only way that it can work is if all of us participate. Each and every single one of us has got to follow Clint's example to make it work. Because we know that, and you are so lucky in the Bay Area because you have so many progressive people, and many of them were sponsors tonight, so I congratulate you for that. But don't forget the rest of us in some parts of California that are not so progressive. Just like Clint went to Arizona way back when, not a very progressive state at that time, and they're still working on it. But we can follow Clint's example to make sure that all of us make democracy work. And I just want to add one more thing here. The person that introduced me to Clint Riley was Fred Ross Jr. Fred Ross Jr. is the son of Fred Ross Sr. And I don't know if you've heard of Fred Ross Sr., but he is the one that taught Cesar Chavez, myself, Clint Riley, many other organizers how to organize. His son, Fred Ross Jr., is doing a documentary about Fred Ross Sr., and there is a book about him called The Social Arsonist. I hope that you can all read that book, and when the documentary comes out, I hope that you will see that. And in the meantime, I want to ask you we have so much religious power in this room, and I want to ask all of you to please pray for Fred Ross Jr., okay? So that he can complete the documentary and that he can remain in good health. So now I'm going to ask all of you one more thing, a little small call to action, very, very simple one actually. I'm going to ask all of you to stand up for a moment. So I know that we're here because we want to continue to make sure that Catholic Charities, who has helped over 92,000 people, who is helping immigrants right now, as we have heard, especially those people that are coming here to seek refuge at our border. You know, the people that are really the natives of the continent, right? Because they're the ones that we're helping here, and their children. And we want to make sure that we can make that continue to happen. So I'm going to ask you two questions, and I know you know the answers, okay? The first one I'm going to ask you, who's got the power, and I want you to say as loud as you can, we've got the power. And when I say, what kind of power? Wait for me. And when I ask you what kind of power, I want you to say people power. We could say Clint Riley power. And of course, when we say this, we're not saying it not only for Clint, but we're saying it for his partner, Janet, who, without her at his side, so many of these things would not have been possible, okay? Big applause for Janet. Okay, here we go. And you got to shout really loud, okay? Remember, you're going to say, I want to say, who's got the power? You're going to say, we've got the power. What kind of power? People power. Let's go. Who's got the power? We've got the power. What kind of power? People power. Are we going to save democracy? What do we say? ¿Se puede o no se puede? One more time. Are we going to save democracy? What do we say? One more time. Sí se puede. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much. And let's welcome.
Okay, where are we? Joe, I think this is you. Oh, maybe it's me. Thank you, Dolores. Yes, we can. We are grateful for your social activism, working tirelessly for every person. Clint Riley, through his vision and more importantly, his actions, steadfast philanthropic support, business acumen, and vital community involvement, has continued to help ensure his beloved San Francisco, the Bay Area, are shining examples of equity, inclusion, diversity, and opportunity for everyone. He is a true champion of social justice. He has also been a stalwart champion of Catholic Charities and the essential services we provide to thousands of individuals, families, immigrants, seniors, who are all struggling to survive every year. Clint, on behalf of Catholic Charities and the many people who have been inspired and encouraged by your compassion, dedication, and faith, we hereby present you with our agency's highest honor, the 2022 Catholic Charities Loaves and Fishes Award for Faith in Action. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Si se puede. I think.
We're going to do a photo and then you're going to speak. Go ahead, you read it since we're standing here.
Okay. In addition to our Loaves and Fishes Award for Faith in Action, we're honored to present you with an official proclamation from the Honorable Mayor of San Francisco, London Breed, who has declared today Clint Riley Day. Woo-hoo! And also letters of congratulations from Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, Senator Dianne Feinstein, and Assemblyman Philip Ting. And we would like to present you with the amazing portrait created right before our eyes for you and Janet. Rebel artist, please reveal the masterpiece, which we have seen, but it is magnificent, although you're really beautiful in person, too. So thank you so much. Okay, Clint.
What?
One photo. It's okay.
We'll do it later. Wow. I don't know where to begin. I'm profoundly grateful to Catholic Charities, CYO, and to Archbishop Cordileone for this Loaves and Fishes Award on its 25th anniversary. Thank you to all of you for being here tonight to celebrate this wonderful annual event on its quarter-century anniversary. And thank you, Archbishop Cordileone, for this award. Appreciate it. I want to begin by thanking my wife. My extraordinary wife, Janet, for her love and her support. Janet actually co-founded this event with me 25 years ago, and we ran it together for the first 10 years of the event. And Janet was the MC of every event. I remember Archbishop Levada saying she was a better MC than any professional MC that we could have hired. As you know, Janet is founder and chair of Clinic by the Bay, a free clinic in the Outer Mission, which she's run for the last 12 years. She's also a member of the Board of Regents for the UC system, the best university system in the world. I also want to say thank you to our two lovely daughters who you met tonight. Janet and I are extremely proud of Jill and Ava. Jill works in the United States Senate for Senator John Tester in Washington, D.C. And our daughter Ava is a junior at Whitman College in Walla Walla, Washington. Dolores stole my thunder a little bit, and I have to say thank you, Dolores, for being here tonight and for your wonderful, inspiring words. Thank you, and really more, almost really, and just at 92 being continuing to be such a leader and a force in our city, state, and nation. But my mother, Bess Riley, 97-year-old mother, my 97-year-old mother, is here tonight from our family home in San Leandro. She is, as all who know her, an extraordinary woman, and I'm so proud to be her son. The rest of my family is also here. My sister Lynette, seated next to my mom. And hold your applause, because there's a bunch of them. My brother Mark, Brian, Kevin, Daniel, and my nephew Adam is out there as well. Also, I've lost the notes here, but I think that I have it here. Sorry. Janet's family is there, and I want to introduce them. Carolyn Diamond and Franco Diamond. Janet's sister Carolyn and her brother-in-law Franco and her brother Jeff is here from Sacramento with Tina Torchia. Thank you very much for coming. Oh, there you are. So I want to thank my extraordinary family for being here. And my late father, Joseph, was a native San Franciscan. He grew up on Mission Street. During the Great Depression, he was a teamster who delivered milk for Berkeley Farms Creamery and for ice cream, for Dreyer's Ice Cream, two iconic Bay Area companies. My parents had 10 children. They had little extra money, but everything I know about philanthropy today, I learned from their commitment to charity and giving to us kids and giving to others. So thank you. I want to thank, thirdly, I want to thank Brian Cahill, who sat next to me here at the head table. Brian Cahill was the executive director of Catholic Charities during the time that I was the board president. And I want to thank you, Brian, for supporting my leadership and being an extraordinary leader yourself. We worked closely together in a partnership that was uniquely exciting and, for me, rewarding. Thank you, Brian. And you know, the two recent heads of Catholic Charities, the current head, Ellen Hammersley, and her predecessor, the wonderful Hilma Menendez, who Hilma was hired by the governor of Washington. She's head of Health and Human Services for the state of Washington, appointed by Governor Inslee. And I want to thank Ellen and Hilma. Thank you. And finally, I want to honor the memory of Archbishop William Levada, who, as Archbishop, appointed me as the first lay president of Catholic Charities, and who enthusiastically supported the founding of this Loaves and Fishes Award. That he subsequently became a cardinal and the third-ranking leader in the global Catholic Church was miraculous and a feather in the cap for San Francisco as well. There are many others who deserve my gratitude. I love you, I appreciate you, and I thank you. We live in an age of philanthropy, but our Catholic faith has been manufacturing philanthropists for 2,000 years. I'm speaking to a room full of philanthropists here tonight because giving to others is the cornerstone of our Catholic faith. When I was a teenager, I studied to be a priest for 9 years at St. Joseph's College and St. Patrick's Seminary on the peninsula. That's nine years. Governor Jerry Brown only spent 2 years in a Jesuit novitiate, and he's known universally as a saintly ex-seminarian. But after 9 years in the seminary, I'm known as an ex-political consultant. Thanks to our great popes like Leo XIII We were taught at a young age that helping to create a just society was one of the highest and most necessary forms of charity. In his famous encyclical in 1892, Rerum Novarum, Pope Leo XIII laid out an admonition for us Catholics to be forces for social justice and equality. Pope Leo also strongly advocated for Catholics to run for office and use the public sector to advance the quality of life of every citizen. So I decided, after leaving the seminary, to become an expert at managing political campaigns and getting good people elected to office. Eventually, I opened a campaign firm here in San Francisco, which became the largest campaign in the Western United States at that time. We represented Dianne Feinstein, Barbara Boxer, Los Angeles Mayor Dick Reardon, the Democratic Party, and numerous other candidates and organizations. In 1978, I managed the campaign of a Japanese-American city councilman from Sacramento by the name of Bob Matsui. When Matsui was 3 years old, his parents, his mother and his father, had their home confiscated, and they were interred in prison camps for the duration of World War II. Matsui came back to Sacramento, graduated from McClatchy High School, went to UC Berkeley, went back to Sacramento as a young lawyer, and he ran for the Congress of the United States. And he ran against the mayor and a popular assemblyman in Sacramento, and I managed his campaign, and we won that election. And Bob Matsui went back to Washington, and he passed a reparations bill that made reparations to every Japanese-American family that was interred during World War II. In 1987, I was hired to run Nancy Pelosi's campaign for Congress here in San Francisco. I remember creating a theme, a voice that will be heard was the theme of our campaign. It turned out to be quite prophetic, didn't it? As she would win and become Speaker of the House, responsible for passing national health care legislation that has helped tens of millions of Americans improve their quality of life. History may end up making the judgment that Nancy Pelosi was the most consequential speaker ever to hold that office. So Matsui and Pelosi certainly met the standards set by social justice popes like Leo XIII, John the 23rd, and Pope Francis. They made a difference. In 1995, I decided to marry Janet and change the direction of my career, and I established what's become our family business. In the late 1990s, an opportunity to join the board of Catholic Charities presented itself, and I jumped at it. I was thrilled to join the board, and several years later, I was appointed by Archbishop Leveda as the first lay board president of Catholic Charities ever. It was during these years that we started the Loaves and Fishes Dinner. Janet and I ran the event for 10 years. Over those years, an institution was born that has helped fuel the indispensable work of Catholic Charities. But it was not without its hitches. I vividly recall our first Loaves and Fishes dinner when we honored the lawyer Fred Firth. Out of inexperience, we failed to keep the program disciplined. And it was already 10:30 p.m. when Fred began his acceptance speech. A voice cried out from the back of the room, "I've had enough. I'm going to bed." It was Judge Bill Newsom, the father of Governor Gavin Newsom. He walked the full length of the Julian Morgan Ballroom and right out the door to bed. Can't make this stuff up. When I became board chair, we were in the midst of a large scandal, which I think Jack slightly alluded to earlier, because the Chronicle had revealed, incredibly, that our executive director was charging Botox treatments to his Catholic Charities expense account. Subsequent stories reported multiple expense account abuses. I urged Archbishop Levada to appoint Brian Cahill, then the head of CYO and former head of the San Francisco Department of Social Welfare, as our new executive director. We merged CYO into Catholic Charities. At the time, folks compared the move to Eddie DeBartolo naming Bill Walsh to coach the 49ers. Brian was in Nashville, and Catholic Charities staged a startling comeback as Brian and our board treasurer, Jack Fitzpatrick, set us back on a path to financial stability. Speaking of the 49ers, one year we were considering potential honorees for the Loaves and Fishes Award. And we were always mindful of candidates who, of course, could help us raise money because this is a fundraiser. At the time, the San Francisco 49ers had had a long succession of losing seasons, and the sports pages were loudly blaming the York family, the owners of the team. I thought, wouldn't the Yorks be happy to be honored for just about anything? It turned out that John and Denise were fantastic. The entire team was present, and all the coaches were present. It was a star-packed, glittery evening. And Catholic Charities received money from the game day program printer, the beer distributor, the hot dog vendor, the seat manufacturer, and anybody else connected to the San Francisco 49ers. After 10 years of service, I left Catholic Charities, and I would say that the experience was exhilarating, profoundly rewarding, and just an extraordinary experience. Our Catholic faith teaches us from the youngest age that giving back to our community is the road to happiness and self-fulfillment. Our Catholic commitment to charity and social justice has inspired tens of millions of Catholics over many generations to be agents of change through individual acts of charity, by being supporters and builders of institutions like schools, universities, hospitals, and yes, like Catholic Charities. And by becoming legislators and public sector leaders whose policies have transformed the lives of millions of people over many decades and centuries. Earlier this year, Janet and I were greatly honored to receive the Leo T. McCarthy Award for Public Service at the University of San Francisco. The McCarthy family is here tonight, and we're grateful for them for that award, as well as for USF. I'd like to share the comments that I made that night that sum up how I feel about the power of our religion to change the world. I said, when I was oldest of 10, growing up in San Leandro with a family that had a lot of love but little money, I learned from the example of my parents about philanthropy. Except they called it Christian charity and social justice. When I was 18, I worked at St. Patrick's Church in West Oakland with the only black priest in Northern California at the time, Father Clarence Howard. I learned philanthropy from Father Howard as he ministered to poor families in West Oakland, but he called it charity and social justice. Later, I was fortunate to work with the great Father Eugene Boyle, head of the Archdiocesan Commission on Social Justice during the 1960s and 70s, as he ministered to the farm labor movement with Cesar Chavez and fought for civil rights with an ecumenical cadre of prominent clergy. Father Boyle didn't call it philanthropy. He called it charity and social justice. So as I say my final thank you tonight, let me reiterate that our Catholic faith has been manufacturing philanthropists for 2,000 years. I'm speaking to a room full of philanthropists tonight at this very moment because giving to others is the cornerstone of our Catholic faith. Thank you very much.
Clint, once again, on behalf of Catholic Charities, employees, partners, volunteers, and especially our clients, thank you. We are in awe as a Catholic Charities team each day about their resolve to make the world a more equitable place. Vital, inclusive, and diverse through small actions and also very large and evident actions. Here's a glimpse of the work of the self-building confidence in our youth through life-affirming activities that raises spirits, creates community, and breaks down barriers. In the belief that each of us matters and collectively we can change the world one person, one family, one community at a time. Please cue the video.
My name is Rick Garcia, and I'm the camp director for the Catholic Charities CYO Camp and Retreat Center. At Catholic Charities CYO Camp, we provide an opportunity for every child to come to camp, regardless of their socioeconomic status or situation. We serve campers ages 8 to 17 through overnight programs and 5 to 11 with day camp programs. We're extremely fortunate and blessed to have one of the most incredible overnight camp facilities in Northern California. We have 24 cabins, 288 beds, a large lodge, conference room, staff housing. We have a total of 56 buildings on the property. The goal of overnight camp and day camp is always to slow down the pace. We are about community, and we're about traditional camp activities. We're about skill development. We're about improving communication skills. We're about encouraging each other. We're about living out our faith through practice. We eat together. We laugh and sing together. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone. It's about having a disagreement with somebody and working things out face to face with words. It's also about, overcoming being away from home. It's about not having your mom tell you to go brush your teeth at night. Putting your trust in somebody else to be your guide for the week. We're selling a feeling, an emotion that can get lost and can't be forgotten. To see that week after week is an extremely special experience. Catholic Charities support for CYO Camp over the last 2.5 years has proven that it is a wise and worthwhile investment. Kids are really cool, and they're really smart, and they're really fun to talk to. And I get to do that every single day. Like, doesn't get much better than that.
My name is Melvin Landry. I'm the Catholic Charities CYO Athletic Director for athletics here in San Francisco, as well as San Mateo and Marin. I've been doing this kind of work for about 38 years. Our ages are between 8 to 14. Pretty much our 3rd graders through 8th graders participate in our programs. We have roughly about 35 schools over in the Marin area, and there's about 55 schools in the San Francisco, San Mateo area. There's an old saying in sports, there's no I in team. The biggest benefit of working on a team is that you're doing something with somebody else. And then you now almost become dependent of each other, because you have to really work as a team if you want to be successful. You really you're looking for that person to be there for you. You're looking for that person to have your back. You're looking for that person to support you, whether it's on the field or off the field. When you're on a team, that team becomes your family. So like, as you're growing up in a community with other kids, that your birthday parties now turn into your whole team coming to your birthday party. I know some kids for as many years I've been coaching, like 30 years, that they're still best friends, their families are still great friends, and now their kids play together. They build this bond, and now they build this community, and that's one thing that athletics kind of brings people together. People think that all Catholic schools have money because, kids pay tuition, but there's a lot of kids participating in programs for free because they just don't have the money. And so we don't turn kids away, we don't turn programs away because of dollar figure. That's not what athletics is about. So that's why we need support from the community so that we can continue to help people that can't afford to play. That's who we really work for, and that's why we need donations to make sure those kids are not left behind.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage the fabulous Franco Finn.
All right, everybody. Give a round of applause to Clint Riley, everybody. Yes. Hey, don't go anywhere, because this is the most important part. You know, Clint would want to raise the most money for the 25th here tonight. So we're going to move fun, fast, and furious. Franco Finn here back again. We only have 5 live items, so everybody get your bid cards ready, and let's just move through these right here, and let's bid high, bid often, because we are going to be helping 25 critical and life-changing programs that Catholic Charities is putting on together. Yes, this is what it's about. We're going to help thousands, tens of thousands of individuals who rely on Catholic Charities each and every year. So, with that said, let's just get the first live item, and let's just bid. Bid high, bid often, tax-deductible gift. You know what to do. Let's go, San Francisco. Let's start with number 1. We got a really amazing Credo. By the way, a round of applause to Credo. Thank you. That's Clint Riley's restaurant. Donating 2 tickets to the San Francisco Symphony and dinner for 2 at Credo, which is a beautiful, of course, restaurant that we know right here in downtown. We got 2 premium orchestra seats, Friday, November 4th, San Francisco Symphony. This is going to be an awesome night at Davies Symphony Hall. Thank you so much. So we got a VIP dinner at Credo for 2 and 2 premium tickets. Let's just start there with a bid of $500. Who's in at 5? Would have been 5. Come on, raise it up. Let's go. We only got 5 of these. Who's in at $500? Raise it up. Bid spotters ready to go. We got 500 right here. Would have been 1,000. We got 5. We'll have 5. Would have been 1,000. Who's in at 1,000? We got 1,000. Now 15. All right, Melinda, let's go 15. Yeah, 15 now 2. What do you go 2,000, sir? You're at 15. Melinda, anyone at 2,000? This is a good, awesome package. You're at 15. How about 2,000, sir? Let's go 2,000. Come on. 2,000 would have been at 25. 2,500 now 3,000. Back to you. 333 would have been 3. Let's get it going. You at 25 would have been 27.50. Let's just drop it just for you. It's only the first time. There we go. 27.50 now 3,000. Melinda, let's go at 3.3 would have been 3. Let's go. You know every dollar counts. 3,000 right here would have been at 32.5. I don't have to do a lot of work. I'm just in this corner. 32.50 right here going once. Oh, 32.50 now 35. Back to you. Are you sure now? 3,500. You got a fabulous VIP dinner at Credo. We got 2 orchestra seats. It's going to be amazing. You got 32.50 right here would have been now 35. 3,500 now once. 3,500 now twice. $3,500 last chance, all in, all done. 3,500 anyone, and we will sell it. You got it at 32.50. Raise it up, sir. Bidder number 359. 359 at 32.50. Let's hear it right there. Thank you for bidding, by the way, Melinda. Thank you so much. Let's go to package number 2. Now, package 2. I'm just going to warm it up right here. You saw the beautiful piece, that Revel artist. Give a round of applause. All the way from Florida, brought his family here, escaped the hurricanes to be with us tonight. So he's going to do something here. I'm going to auction this off in just a little bit. As you know, he's doing this like upside down, and really it's called speed painting. It's a masterpiece. We don't know what it is yet, but we're going to find out. I'm going to sell this in just a few moments. All right. Let's go to number 3. All right, now here's an ultimate sports package. Sports package. If I could have your attention, all you sports lovers right there. We got dinner for 4 at Clint Riley's own Credo. Once again, thank you to Credo for your dinner, VIP for 4 right here in downtown. Warrior fans, I know you know my voice. You've been to the Warriors. Let's give a round of applause to the NBA champion Golden State Warriors. I've been with the Dubs for 20 years, by the way, as your hype man. So, we're going to throw in an autographed Draymond Green basketball. You know he's a 4-time champion, defensive player of the year. He is the heart and soul of our Golden State Warriors. We're going to throw a Draymond Green autographed basketball. 4 tickets, dinner, all right? And 4 lower box seats to a 2023 Giants game. Start there with a bit of 500 right here. 500 right here now 1,000. 1,000 now 15 back to you. 1,500 now 2 would have been 2. You're at 15 now 2,000. How about 2,000? We got 2,000 right here would have been now 25. $2,500, Melinda, will you do it at 25? $2,500, how about 3,000? You're at 25 would have been now 3. How about 3,000 in the corner, anyone? 3,000 anyone? 3,000 anyone going once? Come on, 3,000 anyone going twice? Anyone at 3,000? How about $2,750 last chance? You got an autographed Draymond Green basketball. Tickets to the Giants for next year, really premium seats, and 4 dinner tickets to Credo. You're at $2,500, Melinda. Anyone at $2,750 going once? $2,750 asking twice. $2,750, you got it. Now $3,000. Who's in at 3? 3 would have been 3, would have been 3. Let's go. Let's go to 3. Let's hit those threes like Steph Curry hits those threes. Come on. Anyone in there? Melinda, let's go. We got $2,750 out and back. How about 3,000? This is still a steal. You know he's going to be a future Hall of Famer, by the way. You know that, right? Draymond Green, let's go. 3,000. You got it. $3,250 anyone. You got a sports package and dinner. You're at 3,000 right here. Would have been now $3,250. $3,250, yes, sir. Tom, oh yeah, I met you earlier. $3,500, sir. We got $3,500 now. $3,750. Now every dollar counts. You know what to do. $3,750 asking once. $3,750 asking twice. $3,750 last chance. All in, all done at $3,750. Oh, $3,750. Back to you, Tom, at 4,000. Will you go full? Would have been full. Would have been 4. Let's go. Will you go 4,000? You're looking sharp in the bow tie, sir. Come on, you know 4,000. We're going to have it. Let's go. Going once. 4,000 asking twice. 4,000 last chance. All in, all done. 4,000 and sold for $3,750. Raise it up. Where is it? Let's hear it. I can't see the blinding lights, by the way. Can we dim the lights just a little bit? $3,750. Where are you? 409. I use that every day in my kitchen. 409. Right there. $3,750. I love that product. Give a round of applause. $3,750 right there. Man, that good old 409, right? All right, let's go. How about this? Package number 4. We got a VIP luxury box for 20 people. 20. Next season, your San Francisco Giants, Oracle Park. That's 16 people, 4 parking passes, 4 guest passes, total 20 people. And it looks like it's all inclusive with food and drinks, it sounds like. Come on, let's start the opening bid at $1,000 for 20 people. Come on, someone's got it. 1,000 would have been now 1,000, now 2. Would have been now 2,000, anyone, now 2,000. Yes, 2,000, now 3. Let's go. This is the Franklin Templeton Suites. You're at 2,000, would have been now 3. We got 3,000 right there, would have been now 4. Let's raise it up. 20 people, instant party, food and drinks. 4,000, John, you got it now 5. Let's go 5. Every dollar counts. Catholic Charities. You're at 4,000, would have been now 5. 5, would have been 5, would have been 5. Let's go. How about $4,500? You're at 4,000, John. 45 asking once. Anyone for a Franklin Templeton 20 seats VIP host clients, friends. 4,500 right here. Now 5,000, John. Let's put it. Come on. 5,000 in the corner. How about 55, John? You're at 5,000. Would have been now 55. 5,000 in the corner, 5,500, John. Here we go. 5,500 once. We got 5,500 in the corner, now 6,000. You're at 55, would have been now 6. 666 would have been 6. 6,000 once. Anyone asking 6,000 twice? 6,000 last chance, all in, all done at 6,000. And we're sold 5,500. Bidder number 3. Was it? No, 149. 149. Let's give a round of applause. All right. While he's finishing this, that's going to be my finale. Last and final one. Who's ready to go on vacation to Maui, Hawaii? Let's get to the beaches. Let's get to the Speedos. No Speedos. Bikinis, okay. Tank top, shorts. Let's do it. We're going to go to the beautiful islands of Hawaii. We got a beautiful condo, and my favorite airline, Alaska Airlines, is donating 4 round-trip tickets anywhere Alaska flies. Now, these tickets are good as gold. No blackout dates. You can fly anywhere in the Alaska network. You don't have to use it for Maui, but if you want, you can. 4 tickets on Alaska Airlines, and 1 entire week in 2023, which is next year, at the Honokoa Resort, a 1,000 square foot, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It's a suite, full kitchen, sofa sleepers, beautiful Lahaina, Hawaii, provided by Catholic Charities. So you got 1 week in paradise and 4 round-trip tickets. Let's start the would have been at 1,000. Who's in it? 1, 1, would have been 1, would have been 1. We got 1,000 right here, would have been now 2. Would have been now 2, 2, 2, would have been 2, now 3. Would have been now 3, now 1,000. You're at 3. Who's got a 3,000 right here? You're at 2. Who's at 3,000 for an all-inclusive Hawaii? 3,000 right here, would have been now 4. 4,000, yes. 4,000, now 5. Come on, let's go raise it up at 5,000. You're at 4, 4, would have been 4. 5,000 in the back, now 6. Who's in that 6,000? Every dollar counts. You're at 5,000, would have been now 6. $6,000, anyone? 6,000 asking twice. 6,000, yes, you got it at 6,000. I got you, right there. 6,000, now 7. Would have been now 7, 7, 7, would have been now 7. How about 7,000? You're at 6,000. What about 6,500? I'll drop it just once. Paradise, 4 tickets to Paradise. All right, let's keep it going. How much you willing to do? 7,000? You want to do it? Oh, I love your soul. God bless you. 7,000 right here would have been now 75. How much you want to do? How much you want to give to Catholic Charities? 7,500? 8,000? 8,000. Okay, let's just do it. We got a deal going on here. 8,000, 8,500. I like that. She's got a good spirit. 8,500 now is the bid. You're at 8,000. 8,500 asking once. 85 asking twice. This is 4 trips, 4 round trip tickets, and 1 week stay in Paradise. You're at 8,000, ma'am. 8,500 once. 8,500 asking twice. 8,500 last call. All in, all done. 85. Sold for $8,000. Let me see. I cannot see with the blinding lights. If we could turn it down. Hold on. See if it's still. What is it? 492 at 8,000. God bless her soul. Give it a round of applause. That is $8,000 go to Catholic Charities right there. And my man is almost done. We got one more piece. The last and final live auction. And then we got our fund to need, which is the most important part. Rebel artist who's created some amazing works for many teams, for many folks. It's the beautiful Golden Gate Bridge. All right. This is priceless. He's only done this right here tonight. Start the opening bid. 1,000. Come on. Who's going to put this VIP little package right there in your door, in your home, in your office? Let's start it at 1,000. Who's in at 1, 1, would have been 1, would have been 1, would have been 1? Would have been 1, would have been 1, would have been 1, would have been 1, 1,000. Let's go. Who's in at 1,000? Come on, raise it up. We're going, every dollar is going to it. He's donating right there. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. 1,000 right here would have been now 15. This is a beautiful piece. $1,500, anyone? You're at 1,000. Every dollar counts. 15? $1,500, now 2, back to you. 2, back to you. JV, let's go. 2, 2, 2 would have been 2. Let's do it. 2,000 asking once. 2,000. Oh, we got 2,000 right here. Would have been now 25. $2,500. Lisa would love this one. $2,500. Come on. Anybody? $2,500. 2,000. $2,500 right there. Yes, you got it now. 3,000 in the middle. Anyone? 2,500 right here. Now 3. 3, 3, 3 would have been 3. 3, 3, 3. How about there? Your husband John would love it. Come on. $3,000. Let's go. I know you. 2,500 right here would have been now 3,000. 3,000 once. 3,000 twice. 3,000 last chance. All in, all done at 3. Oh, we got a player right here. 3,000, 3,500 back to you. Yeah, 35 now 4. This is a unique piece. Rebel Artist is the man. 35 here now 4,000. Would have been 4, 4, 4. Would have been 4. Would have been 4. 4,000. Yes, you got it at 4. Now 45. Wow, look at that. 45 now 5,000. Let's go 5. Would have been now 5. 5 once. 5,000 twice. You're at 45. Would have been now 5,000. How about 47.50? And you get a little bit closer. 47.50 last call. All in, all done. 47.50. Sold for $4,500. 149. 149 at 4,500 going to Catholic Charities. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Round of applause to Rebel right here. Thank you so much for coming out here. One last piece. Don't go anywhere. The Fund to Need. This is 100% benefiting the families, the tens and thousands that Catholic Charities serves each and every year. This is the most important part of the night. Let's raise our paddle and let's do this together. We're going to start a paddle raise of a commitment, dollar for dollar, tax deductible gift of $20,000. Anyone want to do 20,000, just put it out there. I know there's a lot of folks in this room with this capacity, possibly. We have vulnerable individuals that Catholic Charities serves each year. 20,000, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Anyone at 20,000, just raise it up. It's almost the end of the year, $20,000. Anyone? 20, anyone? All right, let's move down to the 10,000 level. I know there's some folks here. $10,000. I received a note from our amazing Catholic Charities board who generously pledged a $10,000 matching grant. Let's give a round of applause to this amazing board. Thank you to the board. 10,000. Let's match 10,000. Has anyone want to do 10,000 tonight to match the board, dollar for a gift changing families' lives and helping those underserved right here in our backyard? Raise it up. 10,000. Anyone? We got other levels. Don't worry. $5,000. Let's do $5,000. Every gift, every dollar. We have 5,337. Yes, 337. Thank you so much. We are halfway there. Would anyone like to contribute another $5,000 for the fund and need? This is your chance. In honor of Clint, in honor of Catholic Charities, 25 awesome years. Let's continue another 25 more years. 5,000, anyone? 5 would have been 5, would have been 5. Let's move on to 2,500. Thank you, sir, for your 5,000 gift. Let's get a couple at least at $2,500. Who will raise their paddle high and proud for a $2,500 gift? My man, John 373 at 2,500. Who else is in at 2,500? Raise it up. Can I? Oh, 3, 4, 6. Yes, at 2,500. Who else is in? That is 5,000. We're getting a match. Yes. Who's in at $2,500? Here we go. 25, 25, 2,500. Yes, I got you. 3, 4, 6. Anyone else? Once, twice at 25. Big hand. We just matched 10,000. Let's unleash another 10,000, folks. Another 10,000. What about $1,000? Can we get 10 of these? 5 of these? Doesn't matter. $1,000. Raise it up high and proud. Who's in it? 1,000? 405. Yes, 405 at 1,000. Who else is in it? 1 would have been 1 would have been 1,000. Anyone else? $1,000 gift and a commitment to Catholic Charities for 25 years. 1,000. Anyone? Once, twice. Let's move on. $500. Who is in at 500? We got someone right here, 470 at 500. 470, thank you. Who else is in? We got, oh, thank you so much, 117. Yes, 117 at 500. Who else is in? Oh, here we go, 113. Yes, 113. Thank you so much. One more time. We got this, I'm going ping pong style. 498. Yes, 498. 500. Yes, 500. Thank you so much. 568. 568. Who do we appreciate? I feel like a little cheer. Thank you. We appreciate you. Who's in it? $500 right here. 5 would have been 5 would have been 5. More. Well, let's see. Where do we go? Oh, my dear, is that 596? 596. Thank you. Who else is in at 596? $500 ready, run. Once, asking twice, 500. And a big hand. We got a lot of levels there at 500. Yes, that was nice. Let's go to 250. We got 2 more levels where you can participate tonight. 250. Thank you. 189. Yes, 189. 139. Yes, 139. What is that? 133. Yes, 133. Turn it around, please. Yes, go. All right, 339, yes, 339, 591, yes, 591, 371, yes, 371. Anyone on the back? Here we go. 191, yes, 191. Who else is in? Let's go. Hey, in the corner, here we go. 115, yes, 115, 356, yes, 356, 593, yes, 593. I see more. Where are you? There you go. 141, yes, 141. Back to the front, yes, 427, 427. Thank you, 427. Raise it up high. 250, here we go, 445, 445, yes. Anyone else? 250, 250, hey. In the back, oh my goodness, I can't see the lights. 458, yes, 458. Or 468, sorry, 468, 468, thank you. Anybody else? Yes, 343, 343. Anybody else? Raise it up, here we go. 343. Anybody else? 250 once, 250 twice, 250 last chance. All in, all done. Yes, give a big hand at 250. That was huge. Every dollar counts. 451, 451. 451 at 250. All right, last chance, 250. We're moving on to the 100, the last and final fund to need 100%. Strength in numbers, let's go. All of us, who's in it 100? 334, yes, 334. 518, yes, 518. Raise it up high, 100. Who's in here? 100, going once. 100, raise it up, going twice. $100 last chance. Catholic Charities, 25 years, $100. All in, all done. And let's close the fund to need. Let's give a big round of applause for those who are still in the room tonight that understand the importance of what Catholic Charities has done in our communities here in San Francisco and beyond. Thank you, everybody. Congratulations to Clint. Have a wonderful night. Revel artists, thank you so much. What a night. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for donating to Catholic Charities. 25 awesome years. All right. Thanks, everyone. Go Dubs. We're going back-to-back championships. Take care. Good night.
Please welcome.
That was pretty good, man. Hold on.
Well, it's that time of the evening, so thank you for joining us and being part of this wonderful group supporting Catholic Charities in their extraordinary work and dedication to transforming lives in our community. And please join your hands again. Even Clint is out dancing, but let's join your hands together for Clint Riley. He's been a catalyst for change. Our beloved city is stronger, more vibrant because of Clint Catholic Charities and you. What an amazing evening we had. I know it was long, but it was so great to see you all. And thank you to our live stream audience. We want you here next year. I know you're at home eating pizza in your pajama bottoms watching us. So next year we want you here. And so please join us as we continue our celebration with dessert and dancing. Nick?
Please don't forget to check out at the GiveSmart platform on Fund to Need or ask any Catholic Charity staff for help. You can also scan the QR code on the screen and on our book program. If you pre-swiped your card at the beginning of the evening, you do not need to go through checkout. Have a wonderful night, and thank you all for coming. Thank you.
One housekeeping item. Simone Quare, you left your phone. So come get your phone. And have a great evening, everybody, and thank you.
He had 5 loaves and 2 small fishes. You know what the good book says. He shared those loaves and those fishes, and everybody got fed. He had 5 loaves and 2 small fishes. The crowd was 5,000 strong. He shared those loaves and faces, and nobody was left out. We got hope.